And then Chloe came back at a... Hey guys, I was going to say good morning, but it's definitely already afternoon. We've come to Barrington Court today, which is a national trust. It's really beautiful here, I'd really recommend. And also just like the outskirting area would be really beautiful. If we didn't live like semi-close, I'd definitely come and stay here. I'd like recommend it for a little summer break. There's loads of like gorgeous thatched cottages and roses growing. I'll try and show some footage when we leave. But yeah, we had a bit of a manic morning, just kind of like doing a real big like clear up of the house. Thank you so much for all of the comments on the nursery. That was like really distracting me as well this morning. It's lovely to finally have that one up, and it should be a nice week because it's really beautifully sunny. We did get a builder's quote back this week. I'll tell you a little more about that later. Look at my family. There really is nothing better than the English countryside at this time of the year, especially when you got blue skies. Look at all the strawberries. I mean, that's an epic amount of strawberries, isn't it? We're carrying Arctic because he's not really meant to be in here. And this little one is singing to everybody. Taking a photo of these because you often have them in bouquets, and I think they'd be pretty nice in the garden. Teddy keeps dropping his tea there and it's annoying him. Look how quickly he's happy once he can hold it again. Well, things took a turn. He is on the picnic blanket, by the way. We're in the gorgeous gardens, which he actually got. He's loving it. Maybe we should have got a double pram for them though. It smells divine. Baby is here, by the way, on me. I think this is potentially my favourite garden of all time. It's actually not out at its best at the moment, but they do whites. So there's a gorgeous white wisteria all along this wall. You've got like the horse paddock at the back. Yeah, it's just really, really stunning little walled garden next to the house. And then this building has the most stunning, I mean, look at those little windows and the roses. I'm shocked at how good he's doing. I think he only likes it because he knows that Teddy goes in there. Like before we had Teddy, he wouldn't sit in there.
Leg over like the side,
and now he's like absolutely fine. This is the house behind us and the view with the field and the cows. Feels very much like we're in Somerset, especially with this stone. And then this used to be a cafe, but sadly isn't anymore. Put me together, take me back where I belong. It took us all of a few seconds to find a tree to hide under and find food. We've got a donut, got an ice cream each, and a drink. Little one is loving looking up at the trees. Nature's mobile. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Home sweet home. It got a little bit hot. We did a walk and I just had it in the carrier. We didn't take the pram and stuff. So we just did a little walk and then headed back. But the car was full aircon and music playing. So a little bit noisy. But the grassy is coming again and we have got washing out. But we are going to fill the paddling pool so that you can have a little splash and then sit out under the umbrella and enjoy. I've got myself a little bit of reading. I picked up this recently and gonna get myself clued up for the next few months. And actually today was useful because it was quite warm and as we were going around we were like, ooh, we should do this and we should get that. Number one was an umbrella, not just for the pram, but in the carrier, because even though we had like a hat on him, still it was like quite difficult to keep the sun off of his face when he was turning and looking around. And then when we came out, we saw a chap who had like a baby on his back and a huge golf umbrella over him. We were like, that is what we need. That is what we need. We've literally just been talking about it. So yes, I'm going to order a few things like that too. What do you think?
Maybe Otto can go in there afterwards.
Yeah. We're all a little bit exhausted from a day outside, but it is already dinner time. It comes around so quickly. We are thankfully having HelloFresh tonight, who are kindly sponsoring this video. You guys know that we love them. We have a few options. I think Ollie has already put this one to the side. Tex-Mex style pork mince tacos, quick 20 minutes. Chicken and pepper fajita bowl. Actually, that one sounded good too. Well, I'm surprised you didn't go for that one. An ultimate chicken satay. In fact, I think that one will maybe be your favourite.
That one's going to be my favourite.
But we're going to go for a quick one tonight because little one is wanting cuddles from mum, which I'm just adoring. But it means that I might have to delegate a little bit of dinner. And honestly, HelloFresh is like the perfect thing for that because it's like a foolproof way of being able to do dinner. I was thinking that would actually be perfect as well for teenage kids, like when you want to get them involved. For dinner, you can literally just be like, well...
There you go. Instructions from the back.
Yeah.
Get to it.
Food's in the bag. Off you go. Postpartum as well, like those kind of times when you just want to hand something off to somebody. It's the perfect way of doing it.
How long do we get Teddy to make it?
I think a little while longer. Actually, you know what? I feel like...
You see like little Montessori kitchens and things.
Yeah.
It's like maybe about 4 years.
So you've got the card with the ingredients, and then it has a number on the top with the correlating bag, and then on the back it shows you how to cook.
Right. Fingers crossed. Well, not really fingers crossed, is it? It's HelloFresh. It doesn't really go wrong.
Yeah, even you, my love.
Even I can't get it wrong.
Super quick, super easy and delicious. If you fancy trying, you can get 60% off your first box and 20% off your next two with my code. You can also go to the QR code, which I'll put somewhere over here, and I'll link all the descriptions below. And you get free desserts for life. We are having the goo brownies tonight, which can have hot or cold. I cannot wait.
For life.
Free desserts for life. As you know, we guys absolutely love them, but I will leave all of the information. We are going to tuck in. And you may see a shot of our little chap at the end there because we are starting his weaning journey, which I'm so excited about. I can't wait till he can be enjoying these foods with us. But the book that I showed earlier that I've been reading says that it's best to start by them observing, watching, seeing you eat the food, learning by what you're doing. So he's facing the door right now, looking the other way. But it's so sweet just to see him like learning. You may be able to hear Ollie bathing Teddy next door. It is so nice to be in this room, and it is time to put on the light show for the evening. It is just the best for the nighttime routine. I'm feeling a bit this morning, just a self-holiday, nothing serious, but I think I got away quite lucky with like postpartum, like hormone wise, and just like generally I felt like quite like myself. But month four, the hair loss has started and it is shedding like I just can't believe. Like I don't feel like I'm gonna have any hair left in like a month's time if this keeps going like it is. Obviously, I'm like hoping that it slows down. Maybe some of you guys can reassure me. I am taking my like vitamins. I'm also taking additional iron, which I took all throughout my pregnancy and postpartum, but nothing's stopping it. So I think it's just a process that I have to go through. It's just the worst, like seeing it all like come out. It's not even like I've never had this before. Like I've had hair loss when you like maybe shower or brush your hair, but I'm really noticing like during the day when I'm just like walking around, like my hair, like I have loads of strands down here, just like randomly. Anyway, not the nicest, but a very real part of postpartum. So today am gonna start getting on with our holiday packing. We have booked a holiday. I'm really excited, / a little bit anxious, just because it's like first time flying abroad, all that kind of stuff. We've done the easiest thing in that we're going to like a semi-family like holiday complex, so it's not like we're going like hiking in Cambodia or something like that. I have got him a little floaty thing. I don't even know what you call this. They call it a baby floating bed. I've actually ordered a few. This is the thing, like I just don't quite know what I'm ordering. I think I'm keeping the more like intense one. It's quite big with like a little bit heavier itself and floats. I did also order this one, which is probably just as good, much lighter, much more compact, but this one seemed a little bit safer, and it also has like really soft mesh bits. And we're hoping to do like maybe a few things this summer, and Ollie's trying and Gramps have a swimming pool, so I thought it'd be really cute in there too. Also may have ordered myself a few bits, but I may do like a separate haul for that. I just need to unbox it all today and see what I'm keeping. Oh, I think somebody's already awake though. Well, that was a very quick nap. She's pretty, isn't she?
Oh, can I put my feet in there? First fix that.
Hang on, little one wants to join in.
So it's the A. Why is he finding this so funny?
I don't know, he thinks your voice is funny.
Can I just not talk?
Yeah.
As soon as she left, he's quiet.
No.
This is how you feel every day.
Yeah.
Maybe they can see you after.
Lovely idea to film with all of us, but that was just madness. I'm imagining that I've just put in some clips of it just being absolutely hectic, so I'm not quite sure what you might have heard. But we got our first builder's quote back, and I really want your advice. I feel like sometimes on my channel I don't like to ask for advice. I like you to have like easy videos and kind of in a way you can take from the content rather than me like always asking. But at the end of the day, this is a community and I just am really struggling with it at the moment. We got our first quote back and it far exceeds our budget, and I'm starting to think, are we just completely delusional? Which might be the case because we've done all of the renovations for these 5 years and they were experiencing it a little bit now. We've done it all ourselves on a bit of a shoestring, kind of like pulling together the finances that we have month to month. And this is the first thing that we have remortgaged for, in all honesty, to try and get a goodish lump sum to be able to do a main bulk of a project. Now, just want to preface this by saying the quotes that we've got in are, as we explained, they're just for the shell. So what that means is like the most of the building work and getting like the plumbing and electrics done, so it's called like first fix, but nothing else. So this doesn't include like flooring, kitchen, lighting, skirting board, doors, joinery, just like anything. This is just like watertight shell. So there'd still be a lot of additional costs onto this quote, and the quote came back at 165,000. Now to us, we immediately saw that and our hearts sank because we were like, whoa, we weren't expecting it to be that high. Now this is the first quote that we've had back out of a few that we're still waiting for. They're taking quite a while, like it's been a few months now. And so it may just be that we're not delusional and this is just an exceedingly high quote. I do think that they wanted the work because they've been quite chatty and back and forth, but maybe they are just a much higher end build up. We did have this with our last one. Obviously there's always a lot of difference between different quotes, so I'm still slightly holding out hope, but I also feel like I just need somebody to tell me that we're not just like off in our own little world. And you can be completely frank because like we need to know. But I often see, like, because obviously I really enjoy interiors and renovation, and you know when you're like scrolling through reels or stuff, people who do renovations and they talk about their budget and they break down their budget, and it's like, we did a side return, okay, yeah, maybe our side return is a little bit larger, but like we did our side return for 60,000 and it included this and this, and I'm like, why are we so far from that? And bearing in mind we don't live in the cheapest part of the country, but at the same time we're not in London, we're not in a big city. I can't believe that that would be the case, and things like life is just more expensive. I'm sure all of you are finding it at the moment, like food shops, holidays. Like I look at things now and I'm like, wow, I'm sure that's like nearly doubled in price. Otto's pet insurance literally did double in price this year, so we've had a huge increase, but I can't help but feel like it's getting to a point where renovating is not going to be financially attainable because like the property worth will be like below the total spend once you've done the renovations. So then you're just in a place where you're weighing up like how long are you going to stay in the house and is it worth it for just you? Anyway, having said this, just to say we are not anywhere near paying 165,000. So it's not even like we can be like what I've just said, oh well, we're going to live here for multiple years, so we'll just go ahead with it. Like, we literally can't pluck finances from anywhere. We've taken as much as we can, and we're not close. We're not even like a tiny bit close so that we can be like, oh, let's just scale back a little bit and live without a kitchen for a month. Like, we're so far that if they all come back at that price, then we'll be starting over again. Anyway, just a little bit of realism. I hope that you guys don't think that I'm being too negative, because I feel so blessed to be able to even think about, like, to be able to remortgage and think about extending. Don't get me wrong, I know that we're so privileged. We've got a beautiful home that we can totally live in whilst we're here. Also, I just thought you were meant to put aside 10 to 20% for like unforeseen circumstances. If it was 20%, that would be close to 200,000 that the like total build spend would be, and that's basically the price of a whole house. Like, you just might as well just go and buy a house, another house. Part of me can't fathom, even if you had that money, which we don't have that money to spend on it, but part of me can't fathom that if you had that money, you'd spend that on such a like small-ish percentage of the house. But please be frank with me. Don't just side with me here. I need to know, and we need to know, like Ollie is really keen to know as well, if we're just in cuckoo land. And that's okay. Like, we won't take offense, I promise. Like, I can have things like told to me, and I'll take it on board. So yes, anyway, there's gonna be more quotes coming through, so we'll see. We'll know the answer to this at some point in the future. Anyone else try on bikinis think, I should do some exercise, and then pick up some chocolate straight after? That's me. Treat myself to a Kinder Bueno. I was gonna say that I was getting there, but I've definitely been prioritising the baby, which is important, and cute outfits, which definitely is not important, but something I like to do. But it's gonna say a bit like this for a little while. I'm just running around the house collecting things, so I think I'm gonna sign this one off here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.